Okay. Alright, I think I moved everything successfully, and the stream still appears to be working. Apologies again that I still haven't gotten any new music, so we're still stuck with the same sort of Mario Party tunes on loop here. It's just supposed to be something to fill the gaps between me chin wagging anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the no spoilers and no backseating and first playthrough tags on. I don't really want to mess with all that stuff. I did change our category though. Okay, let's have some. My coffee is super tepid now. Don't backseat the Legos, exactly. Don't tell me how to build. Okay, let me get my instructions pulled back up. I hope it remembered where we were. And we'll take a brief tour of what we've already built, just so just in case you're dropping in on us for the first time, you can kind of I'll get you caught up to speed here on how this works. We're making a Bowser's Castle Lego set. It's from the Super Mario Legos. It's this set right here, this giant Bowser's Castle. We've already made on stream. We put together the starter kit. This doesn't really show it off very well. Got a pipe and a flag and a baby Bowser, a Goomba, you know, some little odds and ends. And we built this really cool piranha plant set as well. And we built half of Bowser's Castle. I've got my tablet up here because you have to, the instructions, or you have to have the Lego app and use it to read the instructions. These don't have any instructions in them. You get the instructions by scanning the QR code on the front. And so this is our progress on Bowser's Castle so far. It's just kind of the skeleton of the castle, but we've got a couple towers built. And we've got a bridge that I think is going to be able to move in some way. We've got these, in the back, we've got these sort of pendulums hanging down. I don't know if they're going to maybe latch on to the bridge to be able to move it around a little bit or something. Doesn't really seem likely. Doesn't seem like there's enough space for them to move the bridge, but we'll see. We'll see. I've questioned Lego several times, and I've always been proven wrong for doing so. So if I've learned anything, it's that we should have unwavering faith in the designers at Lego. They understand their blocks much better than I ever will. Yeah, along with this skeleton of the castle, we have built some like individual towers. There's this. It's a sort of a moving platform with a boo that goes around. I'm spinning it the wrong direction. And it's got a pretty complicated gear system because the boo and the platform actually spin at different rates. And then we've just got like some sort of like basic towers as well. Sorry, I know my light is a little over bright. I'm always, as with everything, I'm always just running it. It's either too dark to see or it's so bright it's washed out. We've got this style of tower as well. It's got like some lava coming out of the front. There's a couple of those. And we've got just these plain brick walls too that are going to go somewhere. Not really sure how everything connects at this point. Oh, and I think this was part of the castle too. We've got this like altar or something. I think that's all the... Oh, nope. I keep saying that, and I keep finding something else. We've also got this little tower with a platform that kind of moves slightly back and forth. So we built a lot of stuff. And it's been a good time. Other things we might need. A flagpole. Mario's pipe. And these characters here. We've got our Goomba. The Spiny. These are actually from a different set. They're not part of the castle, but they might as well occupy it, right? And oh, enemies that were part of the castle that we also built. We've got a Dry Bones. I don't know where to hold it. He's just washed out. You can't really see much. Sorry. And we've got a Fireball. Could be Bowser's Castle. It could be a spice rack. We don't know what Frownie will build. I could. Leave it to me. I could come out with the completely wrong thing. I'll move that just a little bit. That light, that might make things a little more visible. That's a little better. There's our Dry Bones again. And of course the man himself, Lego Mario. We'll just let him sleep until we need him though. So the Legos, they come individually bagged in like chunks of the project. And we've done 7 bags. We've got 4 left. So we're on bag number 8. I'm actually gonna move some of these, a couple of these things out of the way. I'll kind of leave one of each. Just kind of move the duplicates, but I'm definitely going to need some space. And I'm going to do my best to hold it so you can see what I'm doing, but it can be a struggle. Very carefully. Kind of get everything out on the table. And as often happens, we've got a bag inside of a bag again. Nap time for Mario. He does take a nap. When you got him powered on, if you lay him down, he'll get sleepy and doze off. I think it's the same sound effects from Mario 64, where he says, "I'm tired," and then begins to snore. Okay. I'm trying to see what the trying to see what the instructions want me to do. It's been so long that like I've forgotten what everything looked like, so it's taken me a moment to spot what's different in these new pages of the instructions. Here we're just again just building up the skeleton of the castle here. It looks like we're going to put... It looks like from bag 8 what we're going to end up doing is building sort of two... kind of wings off to the side of the castle here. We're going to expand this bridge a little bit out to the sides and put something on each side. And it looks like this altar or something similar to it is going to go down here by the time we're done with this bag. These little pieces were really hard to find in that pile for some reason. They're just these little circles. But I felt like that was an overly long time to be looking for them. Okay, so something we're building is going to have moving parts to it, it looks like, because we're laying down some gears now. Hey, we got a pair of bricks with a sort of slope or spike going on them here. Kind of like just like this. Gonna go here on the back, facing toward me. Okay, and we can set that aside for a moment, and we're gonna work on something mechanical here for a moment. With this kind of rail piece with a lot of axles going into it. Ah. I'm dropping everything. Oh. Already Frownie heading to bed now. You have a wonderful night and stream. Hey, thank you, Pally. Thanks for being here. Always great to see you, and sleep well. It looks kind of like we're building something that, I don't know, like it resembles a catapult to some degree. And we got another axle with a spacer. Onto this end. So it feels like a party favor. Interesting. Okay. All right, and this is, like I said, this is going onto the side here. It's one of those. One of those things that reminded me of like a wing. There we go, and we've got, it doesn't move a whole lot, but it moves a little bit. And I think we're going to duplicate this piece on the other side, basically. Oh, but not yet. Now, this is not a block I'm familiar with from Mario. It's a block with a clock on it, though. Oh, I think that these are in Mario 3D World, right? I take it back. But anyway, it's going over here on the platform. Now we're duplicating that wing. It's very interesting to me to see sets like this that incorporate like the gear and axle pieces with the regular Lego blocks, because I always kind of thought of them as their own separate things. Like when I was a kid, it seemed like a Lego set would be focused on one or the other. Geared sets are so cool. Makes for a lot of unique movements. I think when I was in 4th grade, my teacher had a bunch of these like gear style of Legos, and we had to build little machines and then write programs to operate the machines. Like we had to build it, we had to design a car and then write a computer program that would have the car like drive over a certain path. There were other types of machines too, but it's all really fuzzy. It's probably the only experience... Well, no, it's not true. It's some of the only experience with programming I ever had in school. Was just learning to write a set of instructions for a robot to follow. Very basic instructions. Which I guess is all programming really is, right? I did take a course on HTML in college. And I had a course on computer hardware repair when I was in high school. And that's about it. I think for my computer, aside from like keyboarding or something like that. Okay, here we go. Now we have the much more familiar question block. We've seen one of these before, but and we're building yet another separate piece. Oh my. Oh, okay. I think I see what we're doing. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so what we're doing, we're taking these sort of flat pieces here, and we're attaching some cylinders on the bottom. And what it's going to do, it's actually going to make for, like, planks that can rise and fall. You'll see, we're going to make a whole bunch of them. Okay, so we're going to set them like this on the thing that we just made, and we're going to feed an axle through them. Alright, well, we've got it. Now they kind of raise, they're like reverse piano keys. And the axle, so the axle inside is just, there's nothing holding it in. What we're going to do is we're going to cap off the edges with this kind of piece that drapes over the side. I've never seen this done before. But see, now it can't fall out the side. do one for each side, and then there we go. And then this has to go... I think it goes down here under the bridge. I'm not really sure about what's going on here. This seems to be right. Okay, more railing. Just stacking up some really basic sort of blocks here to go on the sides of the railing. And cap them off with some smooth pieces so it's nice and aesthetically pleasing. Okay, we're using these little gray button pieces on the bottom of these sort of curved flat pieces to raise them up. And they're going to go down here around our gear. Okay, and speaking of gears, oh, interesting. Interesting. That's how this is going to work, I think. So this is going to move back and forth, and it can sort of make those pieces, those keys that we made, kind of ripple. Maybe even flip them up if you do it with enough force. Okay, we're going to have a gear to feed into that gear with something going on here. I think this is supposed to be the starting point for Mario, probably. I think this is going to be like, well, I don't know. It doesn't say start. take it back. I'm not really sure what this pad is going to be. Oop. It's going to be a little more decorated. Some green and spikes on the sides. Alright, we can fit it in. Okay, so one. It can spin the other. I don't know if it's supposed to come as far as I'm turning it. Alright, so what I thought was that other altar attached to this is not. It's sort of like a duplicated kind of piece. Looks similar. Alright, we've got these two flat panels left, but I think these are... I don't think these are extra pieces. These four, these little pieces, I think these are extra pieces. So I'm going to leave them in the pipe down here. And these sort of flat panels are going to go on the side, kind of another sort of decorative piece. Right. And that's bag 8. Three bags left. Here comes number 9. Zooming right along. Already done with bag 8. We are. I guess it's coming together. Looks slightly less like the skeleton of a castle, but still got a ways to go. Another huge pile of blocks here. And immediately we're starting off with another little side project. We get this kind of flat piece with holes in it. Oh, what we're building now is gonna be cool. I'm not gonna give it away. But we're moving on to a cool piece. Doesn't look like much yet. It's kind of like a sled. Looks like we're building a vehicle. Mario Kart. Wouldn't that be something? Oh no, I put a piece where it doesn't belong. Oh, I got it off though. I was being too hasty. I ignored the directions to my peril. Oh, weird. Weird. It's got this, like, you see how it's got this sloped front piece on it now? Now we're going to extend that by putting a whole bunch of individual sloped pieces over top of that same area. Very weird. I get why it's like this, but I wouldn't have thought to make it like this. We got these kind of pieces here. This always makes me think of a boat. This type of piece. I use these. I used to use these every time I made like a spaceship or something. This was great for making the cockpit. And we're actually attaching it kind of upside down compared to what I would expect. That's not how I would have thought to do that, yeah. I mean, it's coming together. If you know what it is, it looks like what it is. It might not look like much of anything yet, but it's getting there. Actually wants us to work on the bottom here for a little while. I don't think I've ever seen pieces like this. So let me find its counterpart here. No, none of these are good examples. Really? There's not another one of them? Here we go. So I've seen pieces like this before that like go on top of pegs to smooth them out. I don't know if I've ever seen this kind of piece before. It's the opposite. It's flat. It's got pegs on the top because it goes on the bottom of a piece to make it smooth underneath. I don't think I've ever seen this kind of piece before. Well, you know what? I have, but they're usually round. They're usually round and slightly domed. I don't think I've ever seen a flat one like this. are these little pieces here that kind of look like slippers. We're going to use them to build up the sides of a, I don't know, a thing. I'm not even sure what this part is. It's a decorative piece of some kind. Looks like that when all is said and done. A little pyramid kind of piece. That's going to go on the side over here, and we're probably going to duplicate it on the other side. That would be my guess. Well, maybe not. A spice rack. I think I'm doing this right. Yeah. Alright, well, we're getting close. This one's almost wrapped here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We've got it. I don't know if you can tell what it is. It's a Bowser arm. And he's got claws. There's a thumb. It's nice. And it's gonna go up here onto the side of our structure. And I think it might be a moving piece even. Yeah, I think if I move this, that doesn't move like I thought it would. I don't know. It's pretty nice though. And I think we're just going to duplicate that on the opposite side now. I'm not sure what's supposed to keep it in place, though. Right now, it's just kind of very loosely sitting on here. Never mind. Oh, now it'll probably move. Yeah, I can animate it with the pulley inside the castle. I can't do it very easily. If I do it like this, I can. I'm not exactly sure how it's supposed to go on yet, though. So we'll just leave it like this for now. Alright, I gotta do the same thing on the opposite side. I'll try to put this one together real quick. kind of weird that they made, so they made this sloped piece here. This is out of 4 separate pieces. I think so to look like 4 separate fingers. But then the nails are only 2 pieces for 4 fingers. So it doesn't really come together the way you might think it would. Hey, but that's it. I think I did it right. Arm number 2. Okay, now it's telling me something about how to connect the bridge to the pulley pieces here. It's not immediately obvious what it wants me to do. We've got this kind of piece. There's an axle on the bridge that's going to come into here. And then we've got these sort of knobs that we're putting on either side. And the bottom parts of the pulleys are going to latch onto these knobs. Everything feels very floaty and tenuous now. I think that's right, but that's what the picture looks like. But it doesn't look like the arms are able to move. Nope, if I do that, I'm just going to pop something apart. I really don't know what to make of this. It seems like the arms are supposed to move. don't know. I don't know what to make of it. But we've got a couple extra pieces left over. That's it for bag 8. No, bag 9. Time for bag 10. We're two away from having a completed castle. But actually, I think this bag is going to complete the castle. Double digits, let's go. Let's indeed. So yeah, I think this is going to complete the castle, and then we'll be building Bowser himself next. Just kind of building upward for the moment. Okay, and now set the castle aside and on to what I think is going to be our main piece from this bag. Here's a piece. Weird, kind of offset semi-trapezoidal piece. Never seen anything like it before. Very sort of custom one-off piece here. I have no idea. It's a very strange piece, and it's not flat either. It slopes downward. Oh, and there are more of them? And this curve here with so many tiers, because it's got to fit over so many different levels to smooth them out down here. Hey, I think it's just like this. And it's going to go down here on the front. That doesn't feel like it's secured on there very well. fresh on a new base piece. So we made sort of this kind of box. And we're going to make a little lid for it here. Oh. Got some spikes on it. Kind of looks like a face, like it's got two little eyes and a great big mouth. Like an eyelash stuck in between the blocks. This sort of semi-rounded structure too that we're going to put onto the front like this, weirdly enough. And another one for the other side. Just kind of like that. And that's it. Okay. I mean, clearly there's more work to be done, but it's so silly looking. Can't even get it into the frame. Kind of a goofy looking face. This might become our set of eyes. Oh no, this isn't quite what I was expecting at all. This one, a lot of smooth pieces all over this. Everything's been smoothed out and rounded off. This is not what I thought at all. I thought I was making eyes. I think it was all part of Bowser's snout. Again, this is kind of round and smooth. Oh, this is his eye. It's kind of a small eye under a huge eyebrow. And we'll duplicate that on the other side. And I think that's what it's supposed to look like. Giant stone Bowser face. We got a couple more decorative pieces to add to it though. Kind of a spikes. Oh, these are his horns coming out of the side of his head. Yeah. There are two shades of gray. The lighter shade and the darker shade. And I switched these blocks. I got them in the wrong places. I thought that didn't look right. Control Z. Yeah, I think that's it. So this is the castle. I don't feel like I have the pulleys in here that are connected to the bridge. I don't think I've done this exactly right. But everything else looks like it's been built pretty correctly. Alright, that's the castle. We got one more leftover piece. And now we've got to build the man himself, Bowser. Stone Bowser looks really rad. I like it. I'm a fan of it. So our final bag here, we're gonna make our Bowser. Provided I can get the bag open. Oh my goodness, there's not one but two. There's two bags of little pieces. This is going to be a very complicated Bowser. Lots of tiny pieces to worry about. And look at this. This must be for his shell. That's a custom piece if I've ever seen one. It's all wavy. This is going to make a delightfully blocky Bowser, I'm sure. I think we're actually working on his feet. I wasn't really sure what we were working on, but I think this is his feet. Speaking of custom pieces, out here this piece with the claws coming out. Let's party. It's so hard to find a specific piece. Everything's yellow. Oh, I missed a piece. Oh, that's weird. This little flat piece, like, it's got a normal peg, but it's also got like a weird hand piece coming out of it. A clippy hand. We've already put these little pieces on it that usually suggest an arm, but I can't imagine that Bowser's arms sit this low on his body. Well, they might. They might actually sit this low on his body because we're putting these sort of knob pieces in. Oh my. is this piece? Oh. Oh, it's this. So those clippy hands, they're going to grab onto the back of this thing, which I think is what his shell is going to attach to. It's weird because it's made with clippy hands. You would expect it to move, but it doesn't really move. It does conveniently let us build at sort of a pretty steep angle, though. This is Bowser's tail. A yellow piece with a spike in it. Clips on back like that. Okay, now we move on to another piece of him. Maybe it's a waist joint. Shell time? Not quite shell time yet. We're actually building a different part of him first. So far, coming together pretty much like I would expect. Oh. Looking good so far. these are a cool piece. This is his teeth. I like it. Smooth out his snout. And there we go. I think that's his head. Yeah, he's coming along. What a good little Bowser buddy. I like him. He's looking good. Okay, we gotta do a little work on I think we're gonna make his arms next. I'm sure Mario would prefer if we didn't build his arms. I think Mario would have preferred you built Peach instead. Yeah, why is there no Peach? If there's no Peach to rescue, what's Mario even doing here anyway? There's Bowser's arm there. Looking alright. And since it's got a socket joint, he's very posable, it seems. At least for now, until his shell or something gets in the way. She probably has her own set. You're probably right. Gotta sell all the characters as separately as possible. Maximize profits. Okay, I think we're just gonna build an exact duplicate of the arm we just made, just mirrored on the other side. It's weird it's telling me to do so many of the steps in a different order. I guess because this way it keeps it easier to see the whole project. Alright, now we've got a Bowser with 2 arms. He can cause twice the damage. Now it's shell time. We're going to be making it with a lot of these like pivot pieces. Kind of like I was confused by that one that we put inside of Bowser before. This is how they make so many like parts of his shell sit at different angles. It seems. Yeah, so we're putting these flat panels on these pivot points here. And then we just push each of them down to make his shell kind of rounded. Throw on some spikes. I think that's it for the shell. Yeah, pretty quick and easy there. And we just want to get this onto his back. Alright, and I think that's it. We got our Bowser built. Man, his arms still move a lot. He's looking good. And 2 arms are twice the Bowsing. It's a cool way to do it. Yeah, I think it looks good. Whoop. Hello, Jazz Chicken. Great to see you. Magic beans. Yeah, we'll have a magic bean in just a moment. Let's take a moment to enjoy our castle that we've made. Here's more of our extra pieces. We got a lot of them here. We even got an extra Bowser horn as one of our pieces that's left over there. That's incredible. That's a really weird, unique piece. It's nice to have an extra one. Okay, and it's given us some recommendations for how to connect all the pieces here. Let me see if I can do it. I need to stick them together really well. Oh. There's so much. There's so much going on with this castle set. I want you to be able to see everything. My goodness. It's still not done. All right, so this is how they recommend organizing everything. I know it's I know it doesn't fit in the frame very well. But this is what we got. Let's power up our Mario and let's see what kind of sound effects he makes. And we'll just take a quick tour of the place. I haven't forgotten the magic bean either. I'm going to get to that. Alright, we're going to start him up. My timer's running. I'm bringing the music down basically off since Mario's making his own music now. And we'll just see. You can flip the fireball guy. Oh no, he ran away. And let's see, you can come here. When you stand on that square, when you stand here, the castle theme starts up. I'm running out of time. There's this moving platform over here. You can jump on the platform. Oh no, Mario's dead. I was too slow. I don't know how to play with this. Let's start him back up. When he jumps on the ghost. The ghost laughs and Mario screams. When he jumps on the dry bones. Get some coins. You can hear it crumble. Question block we've already seen. I'll try the timer block. I can't because the arm's in the way. Time block over here adds 30 seconds to your clock. And let's see, Bowser. When you jump on Bowser, yeah, you have to jump on him several times, and then it makes a sound like Bowser's been defeated. It only works once per, like, session. And I think that's it. That's the sound effects of everything. Except for the fireball. Let me see if I can reach the fireball. Whoa, it's under my table. I'm trying to reach it with my foot. It's not gonna work. I'm a disaster. I took so long, Mario fell asleep. Alright, we'll wake him up. When you jump on the fireball, let's see what noise he makes. That's it. He doesn't burn up. It's just a coin. I'll jump on Bowser again because that's fun. You have to jump on Bowser a lot to defeat him. Alright, and time's almost up, so we'll get to the flag. I don't know how kids are supposed to play with this. I don't know how it's supposed to work. but it's a lot of fun. All right. I'm going to put Lego Mario back to sleep. I'm going to roll stuff over just a little bit and get my proper face cam back up. And we'll eat a magic bean and start to wind things up. Cross your fingers. Hey, it seems to have worked. I'm a little low in the frame here. Let's see. If I squish that down. There we go. All right, excellent. All right, well, hopefully. Oh, you know what? I can pick up this camera. You want one last sort of close-up look here at the things we built. I can move this camera around so we can get kind of a good look at it head on there. It's looking all right. Kind of some poor videography, but hey, what you're gonna do? I think we did a good job. I think we did a good job. And now we'll enjoy a terrible bean. Ooh. Oh. This orange color. This shade of orange, I suspect it looks even more impressive for Mario's eye level. Excellent. I suspect this is a habanero. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. It is very fruity and sweet. Okay. No, it's not peach. No, it's definitely habanero. Because it's also very spicy. All these spicy beans, though, they're like one punch of spice, and then it fades away so quickly. It was hotter than I was expecting, though. That's for sure. That's for sure. Even suspecting that it was going to be spicy. Do you remember those candies called Warheads? Yeah. They came in hot and sour. I never had a hot warhead. I only had sour warheads. And, ooh, sour warheads. I would eat those. Like, I would eat so many of them that it would, like, burn the like, acid on them would burn a sore spot in the roof of my mouth. I purposely avoided the spicy redemption, and you got spicy anyway. It was fate. Yeah, I loved Warheads candies when I was a kid. I had that happen on my tongue, too. Yeah, they definitely burned my tongue, but I think actually the roof of my mouth was the most sensitive part. Alright, my friends, this is where we're going to end our stream for tonight, though. Very happy that you joined me. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good time with me suffering through Earthworm Jim, and then we accomplished some Legos, so it was, I think, a success overall. Probably won't be any more Lego streams probably won't be any more Legos on the stream for a very long time. Unless I just happen to get really lucky across another set sometime, but I don't really anticipate getting any more. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If I do, I'll definitely save them to build with you guys, if that's what you want. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. And tomorrow night we're going to try to finish Castlevania Belmont's Revenge on the Game Boy. And we're going to try and finish Castlevania Chronicles on the PSP. So it's going to be a double whammy. We are pretty far along in both games, but they are both exceedingly difficult. So it may be a night of struggles. Hopefully a night of victories, but it's definitely going to be rough on the stream tomorrow night with 2 Castlevania games back to back. But if you're interested in watching me suffer again like I did tonight, then the stream is the place to be. We're going to head off for now, though. Thanks for being here, and let's go on a raid if you want to stick around on the channel for just a moment. I think I'd like to drop in on Nordic Eden. She's live. She's been working her way through Super Mario Brothers, the Lost Levels for the first time. Man, you thought Mario Legos were challenging. The Lost Levels is a nightmare. So she'd probably appreciate if we dropped in and cheered her on. So let's do that. The Lost Levels brutal. I know. I've played through it. She's doing it on the Nintendo Switch Online, so she's playing, closer to the original version. I've done the Lost Levels on the Game Boy Color in the Super Mario Deluxe pack, and I've done it on the Super Mario All-Stars. I did it on stream, and I grinded for like an hour on one level, trying to get past one jump, and it was so easy, and I was just making it hard for like an hour. It's a rough time. Thanks for a fun stream as always, Frownie. Thanks for being here, cows. Alright, my friends. I hope I get to see you again, but we're going to take off. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. And until I see you again, I'll see you on the other side of this raid.